Welcome to Season 6 of W-EPS, The Beak. We've got a lot of exciting stuff going around in these parts.
And we're going to do our best to keep you informed.
Today we're going to talk about a little salsa challenge that recently took place in the halls of EPS in Mrs. Kalb's Food and Nutrition class.
Here's the scoop.
The assignment was for the students to find a salsa recipe and collect ingredients, and they had to create their own salsa for a competition that we had.
Who had the best salsa?
I had all staff vote and try all the salsa, and the one that won was David Dury.
Who had the most unique salsa?
The most unique salsa was probably Izzy, just because she made hers without tomatoes. She made hers with pineapple, apple, and cucumbers.
Yeah. Would you do this competition again next year?
Definitely. It was very fun for everyone.
Just like normal salsa.
Tastes a little more like weird to me. It doesn't taste like normal salsa to me. Is it good? It's actually pretty good.
No, it's not salsa.
Yeah, it's not sauce. That's like, I taste cucumber.
Yeah, it tastes like cucumber. I'm sorry, that's a no.
Kind of tastes like a spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sweeter spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
I like this one the best because it's not as chunky as some of them. And it's not as watery as some. And it's not that spicy, and I just think it's actual salsa.
I picked the same one too, because, like Trey said, not as watery. It's actually salsa.
I think I would take the first one because it's like the first taste I had, so I like it. Tomato sauce with some green things, but yeah, it's good.
Where did you get your recipe?
I got it off the internet. I just looked up restaurant salsa because I was going for the imperial salsa.
What was the hardest part of making your salsa?
Trying to find the recipe, writing everything down, what you needed, all your ingredients.
What was your strategy for taking out your opposition?
Oh, I just figured everyone liked imperial salsa, so I was trying to go for a local salsa everyone likes.
Did you have a specific person in mind that you wanted to take out?
Yeah, I was going to take out Dave.
How did you make the salsa?
I chopped it up, everything, and then I blended it.
How did you make the salsa?
I prepared my ingredients, then I chopped them up and put them in the blender.
How would you describe the perfect salsa?
Spicy and chunky.
How close did you come into making this perfect salsa?
Not very close.
I chopped up all my ingredients. I used a pot to make mine, so I used the stove. And I warmed up all my vegetables in that. And I also had an apple in mine, which was different, but it tasted good.
What was your favorite part of making the salsa?
Eating it afterwards with chips.
How close did you come to making a perfect salsa?
I thought I made the perfect salsa, in my opinion, but I did not end up winning.
Describe your assignment.
So how we started is she just kind of told us to make salsa and come up with a recipe. Mine didn't have any tomatoes in it.
And did you have a strategy for taking any opponents out?
Not really. I mean, with mine, it was kind of like I was either gonna get really high or really low just because I didn't have any tomatoes in it, and it made it very unique. I liked mine a lot, but that's just because I don't like tomatoes.
What was your favorite part of making the salsa?
Probably cutting up the vegetables.
Where did you find this recipe?
I kind of came up with it on my own. It was just basic ingredients.
Who made the best salsa?
David.
Did you have a strategy for eliminating the competition?
No, kind of just hoped my salsa would be the best tasting.
Describe the assignment leading to the salsa challenge.
Well, it was part of the course. She's like, well, we're going to be doing some salsa, so she said, just go find the recipe online and we'll make one for you.
Where did you get your recipe?
Oh, started out on a website, and I started reading it, and like, I don't really like that recipe, so I went on my own.
What was the hardest part?
It'd be definitely cutting up the peppers and getting out all the seeds out of all the peppers.
What was your strategy for taking out your opponents?
be honest, there's really no strategy involved. It's just best tasting salsa in my opinion.
Did you have a specific person in mind that you wanted to take out?
A couple people, yeah.
How does it feel to be the salsa champion?
Feels pretty good.
Thank you, David.
No problem. You ain't first or last.
In the midst of the professional salsa challenge, apparently, we also had our very own amateur challenge taking place amongst some staff members.
Word on the street is that Mrs. Selting and her daughter, Miss Selting, had a little challenge of their own going on.
While Mrs. Selting declared herself the champion, Miss Selting had a difference of opinion on the matter.
Tell us a little about the salsa challenge this weekend you had with your daughter.
Okay, so I had an abundance of tomatoes in our garden. So on Friday, Michael went and picked up all the tomatoes, and I canned a bunch on Saturday, froze some on Sunday, and still had some left over. So Liz was at our place making some food using our chicken eggs, and we decided to have a little salsa contest. And I am one of those people who just mixes and dumps, but she measures and follows the recipe. So we decided to look and see at who could make the best salsa. So we each made a batch. We used Allie and Michael, and then my husband to determine who was the winner.
Who do you feel won?
Well, I definitely won. You know, you can't beat dumping and just making something good by doing that. But Liz will say she won.
What makes a perfect salsa?
Well, okay, so here was the deal. She did hide the garlic from me. And so my salsa didn't have as much garlic in it because she hid it when I was looking for it. So, fresh cilantro and garlic are the two ingredients that help the most.
Tell us a little about the salsa challenge this weekend you had with your mom.
So we have a garden, my mom and I, out at my mom's house, and I went out there and we had a lot of extra tomatoes, so we decided to make salsa, and of course I thought I was better, so I challenged her to a salsa off, and I know Mom said that she won, but I actually did win the taste test, so.
So you feel like your mom won?
No, I definitely feel like I won, and I know I won. But the only reason that she thinks that she won is because Dad came in and he said that hers was the best, but my dad doesn't like salsa, so I win.
Are you an experienced salsa maker?
No, I'm not, but I am going to try to be, especially since I won.
What makes the perfect salsa?
I like salsa with like a lot of different ingredients in it, so I think that's why mine was better than my mom's too.
Thank you.
Yes.
We have some salsa.
Yep.
Personally, based off the look, looks like pretty good salsa.
Yeah, it looks like salsa.
Yeah. It's a little
Smells
thick.
immaculate.
It smells like it. Little spice, not too much.
Yeah, it smells like
Just
salsa.
Personally, I feel like it tastes like salsa. Very good salsa.
Not just any ordinary salsa, but pretty close.
You can really taste the tomatoes.
I personally feel like this type of salsa could be accentuated with an enhanced chip selection other than the yellow circles.
On 1 to 10, I'd give it a probably 7. No, 8.5.
On a level of 1 to 10, I personally feel like this deserves a 8.25.
If you had the chance to eat the salsa, would you have it again?
Yeah.
I'd say it tastes like avocados, but I don't know what avocados taste like.
Watch this. It might be better without the chip.
It's definitely. I'm not trying to be mean if my mom's watching this right now, but it's definitely better than her salsa.
And we have to interview. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Salsa, very
Yeah,
good.
salsa.
Yep, salsa.
Yes. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to join us for the latest at EPS.
Join us again real soon.
Be sure to check out our newsletter
And watch for posts on Instagram.
at W-EPS The Beak.
On air.
In print. In the know.